good evening. We're with you from NBC Studios.
Good evening, Lana. Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
We're starting the episode with the briefing news with Bassam.
And we're going to talk about the first match in Palestine between Saudi Arabia and the Palestinian team.
And we're going to talk about World Mental Health Day.
And the new HBO series, Our Boys, to know more about it.
Yeah, for now, let's see the briefing news with Bassam.
Thank you, Lana and Awais. Israel occupation forces banned 7 Palestinians from Jerusalem, including 2 women, from entering Al-Aqsa Mosque, a top Muslim holy place in Jerusalem's Old City. An armed Jewish settler attacked Palestinian farmers while picking their olive trees in the village of Shu'fa, to the south of northern West Bank city of Tulkarim, according to a local activist. Hanan Ashrawi, member of the Executive Committee of the Palestinian Liberation Organization, said that Israel is waging war against everything Palestinian in Jerusalem by targeting cultural centers, commercial activity, and neighborhoods. Residents of the northern West Bank town of Sebastia were warned by Israeli occupation forces against confronting Jewish settlers who break into their own town, said a local official. Sebastia Mayor Muhammad Azzam said soldiers raided several homes in his town and threatened to shoot or arrest anyone who's going to stand in the way of the Israeli settlers as they break into the town during the Jewish holiday. Special units of the Israeli forces detained early this morning the Palestinian governor of Jerusalem, Adnan Ghaith, and the deputy secretary of Fatah movement in Jerusalem, Shadi Mu'tawar, according to local sources. President Mahmoud Abbas received Saudi Arabia's national soccer team in this presidential headquarters in the West Bank city of Ramallah, praising this visit and stressing that it embodies the historical relationship between Palestine and the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. These are the news for today. Thank you for watching.
As we are in autumn season, and it's also the season of harvesting olives, settlers attack Palestinians in their lands and burning their fields of olives.
Not only that, and they also steal their harvest. Well, it's not as peaceful as it sounds like in Spain or in Greece.
Let's see this report for more information. Bassam has joined us. Welcome, Bassam. And we were talking about olive oil harvesting season, and people around the world, like in Spain and in Greece, as Awais said, they harvest olives in a very safe and maybe happily way.
Environment.
Yes, very safe environment. So what do you think about the settlers who had been doing the burning things? And
that's what differentiates us as Palestinians in the olive harvest season. Settlers always interrupt the Palestinians. Let's say they have a land very near the settlement, and sometimes the family hires people to harvest them because sometimes they're afraid, or they can't harvest them because they think it's dangerous.
But it's also like a way of existence for Palestinians. They still exist and they still harvest olive in all over the land.
Sometimes they're also stolen. Like how some of the olives are usually stolen.
Of course,
Yeah, and okay, not to mention that it is like some organizations from Hebron are working on this aspect, and they're trying to protect like farmers while they are harvesting their trees.
It's true, but the harvesting is it's a very nice main topic about same thing about Palestinians, and it's been going on for 50 years, and I think it's going to go on for about more than 50 years from now.
Last Thursday was World Mental Health Day, and
oh yes,
its main topic was about depression and
preventing
suicide.
suicide.
Yes.
Yeah, 800,000 lose their life to suicide yearly, not to mention the suicide attempts that happen.
exactly, and you know. Soccer, or let's say in general any kind of field of entertainment, is a spectator sport. And Robin Williams once said, someone who makes people happy often is the person that receives the most loneliness.
Okay.
He feels the most loneliness. And Robin Williams committed suicide, and you could see his character, he made people laugh, and then at one point he was facing depression, no one even knew. So you never really know what people, even in the game, the soccer match, are even feeling inside the match.
But I also watched a video on YouTube, and it said that people who have a certain kind of food diet, and also maybe have a certain kind of balance in their lives with exercises and balance in food, they are less depressed than others. So I don't think it's like...
Diet is some sort of, we're talking about major depression, and so no diet can solve. That's I think it needs more than that.
Sometimes it's more a mental thing than a physical thing. So don't forget to check on your loved ones and the people around you, particularly those who always has a smile on their face and who always sound strong. Let's take a look at this video graph for more information.
Moving from our boys series to talk about the journey of MBC to the new campus, to talk with students whether they would like to have a female or male manager. So what do you think, Awais? Do you like to work with a female or a male manager?
Well, I think it's the same for me. What matters more is the mentality of the person.
Stop being self-centered and answer the question.
No, I'm not self-centered.
I would answer the same answer, by the way.
Well, I already work with females, and let's say there's more female. Let's say my direct managers are females, and it's been delightful working with them. But I can clearly say males are much easier to deal with.
I mean, that's your opinion. I don't know.
Yes.
What do you think, Lana?
So, let's check out what the students find out and tell us about this topic together. So ABC viewers, today we'll be surveying the Najah University students if they like either females or males in the place of work, and let's see if we get an answer of why. So girls, do you guys prefer females or males in the place of work?
Females.
Females.
Are you guys friends?
Yes.
And why do you guys prefer females?
We can communicate better with each other. So if I have a female boss, I can socialize with her and I can explain for her a lot of issues, and she will understand me better than a male.
How about you?
Yeah, I think the same reasons, and I can communicate with her more easily than the males.
So it's all about you guys are comfortable in my opinion. You guys are comfortable more with females than a male.
Yes.
I think we will be comfortable more.
Awesome, thank you guys so much. So, what do you prefer, females or males in your place of work?
Male,
Okay, that's interesting. Why?
because they are not emotional.
They're not emotional, so they don't cry.
Yeah.
All right, thank you. And what do you guys prefer?
Males.
Why so?
Maybe because it's more interactive and it's more fair.
You're saying they're more interactive, they're more fair, and judging from your answer, they're saying that they don't have any jealousy. Yes? Thank you. So what do you prefer, a female or a male in your place of work?
A female.
Why a female?
I think she would be more sympathetic with dealing with things.
Give me a situation where she's sympathetic.
In case I would want to take a day off, maybe, or something, she would understand more, I think.
More than a male.
I think.
With all due respect, thank you so much. So guys, what do you prefer at your place of work? A female or a male as a manager?
Male.
Male.
Male, of course.
زيهم male.
Males? And how about you?
Yeah, because there are difference between the nature of the male and female and the working under pressure and the productivity of the male is more than productivity of the female. This is the first reason of the difference between male and female.
So what you're saying is they work under pressure, they have more productivity, and they can fit in more than into the environment in specific jobs.
Yeah.
So that was very interesting how people respond to the fact, and they don't like to answer the question about females and males. Like they don't want to be biased, they want to be self-centered, and it's like the truth can be sometimes very difficult. But moving on, we also found out during that day another. What do you call it? A language open day going on.
Yeah, the Language Resources Center has organized like a language open day, and there was booths for so many languages. There was the Turkish, there was the Spanish, and I think there was also more.
A lot of languages. Like, do they do this every year? Because I always hear about this open day.
It's not every year. It's just I think it's very recent that's become very active, and there was
I think the latest 2 years or 3 years.
maybe
yes,
so,
yes.
maybe so. But we had the privilege this time of doing a nice introduction about them, and let's check it out together. Students travel a long way through their academic career, but still face the obstacle of the language barrier. For example, Germany. Thousands of Middle Eastern students aim to travel abroad and study, but the language is always a problem. Today we're at the An-Najah National University joining the Language Open Day organized by the LRC, also known as the Language Resource Center, and organized by Luha Samani. So let's check it out together.
I was in the French corner. We were talking about the historical background, the culture, and we talk about the development of the language, French language here in Palestine, and how it affects the society.
And I've been volunteering as an Arabic tutor for 2 years at the Language Resource Center, and that's why I'm here today. I'm here today for the Language Open Day, where we talk a little bit with the students about languages and how important they are, and that's our aim. Our center provides students with resources so they can learn languages. We provide them with English, French, Spanish, Italian, and many different languages actually. What is good about our center is that the teachers are native speakers, so you get to talk to native speakers, you get to practice with them.
Hello, my name is Pedro. I'm from Chile. I'm teaching Spanish in LRC. I'm a volunteer. And also we are in Open Day today, exposing about language. We have Italian corner, Spanish corner. Personally, I'm in the Spanish corner, showing you about our culture, our language, and the main difference between Spain and Latin America.
Today we have the Language Open Day.
And in this corner we have the question center, question corner. If the student answers the question correctly, they get into a draw. At 2 p.m. we will pick a name, and the winner will get a free course on his or her choosing.
Hi everybody, I'm Corrado. I'm from Italy and I'm here to join the LRC. We are here at the open day. I'm obviously talking about Italy. So today we presented a bit about food, car brands, famous characters from Italy, and monuments. We are here to try to promote the learning of a new language, so I strongly invite you to join us and to come at the LRC to know a bit more about us. Thank you, e ecco volati.
Well, there you have it, folks. For more information, visit the information below and above. And see you next episode.
As we were talking about Language Open Day at An-Najah National University, tonight we have a special guest from Poland, came to Palestine just to learn Arabic. Let's all welcome Olivia. Hello and welcome, Olivia. How are you?
Hello,
We're
I'm
glad
good.
to be with you. So you came all the way, you're studying in England
Yes.
right now currently. So could you please also introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, so hello, my name is Olivia Sitoi. I'm from Poland, but I'm studying in England, in London, and in SOAS University. I'm studying Arabic and world philosophies. Yeah, and I'm on my third year.
And what got you interested in coming along to Palestine?
So basically, we have 3 options for our year abroad this year. It's Amman and Alexandria and Nablus. And just they say that in Nablus, when you come here, you improve your Arabic the most, like the spoken Arabic, because the program in Amman is focused on grammar and Fusha mostly. And I was thinking, like, maybe in the future I will not have opportunity to come here, so to come here with uni, it's like, it means using a good chance, yeah.
But what's the interest that made you learn Arabic? What's your ideology, let's say?
So basically, I think I really like languages, foreign languages in general. And I was thinking of studying something that is not that popular and that is also a challenge. And Arabic for me is a big challenge because it's
a big challenge,
yeah,
actually,
yeah,
not
yeah.
just any challenge.
I don't speak any other language that is from the same family as Arabic language, yeah. So basically, all the things are different. So alphabet, grammar, reading, speaking, and it was a big challenge for me. And I think I developed my mind.
Yeah, and of
since I'm
course you
studying.
start to write from the right, not from the left,
Yeah,
which is
yeah.
really
Yeah,
demanding.
yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
I wanna ask you about your impressions so far in Palestine, living here, the culture, etc.
So I have really good experiences so far. People are very open, and I feel like even like everywhere I go, people know a lot of things about the world, so they're not closed. They usually speak very good English. It's impressive. They know things about Europe, about European politics. They ask us a lot of questions. They're interested in what we're doing here, and they're happy that we're visiting their country, their city. They're
So
open.
you're saying they did the research and they're well educated in that terms?
Yes.
Thank you so much
really.
for saying that to
I-
people. and our
I'm
viewers,
traveling.
yes.
Recently, I'm traveling a lot, and usually when I'm saying, "Oh, I'm from Poland," or "I'm studying Arabic," or "I'm living there," people they seem not to know anything, and here people are really well educated.
But speaking of languages, you said you like foreign languages. How many languages do you know?
So Polish is my first language.
It's Polish.
Yeah. Then I was studying English, so I can
No,
speak it,
of
and
course,
yeah.
English,
Yeah.
Then Russian, we have it at school in Poland. And then because of my dad's origins, my dad is African, Mozambican. In Mozambique they speak Portuguese, so in order to communicate with my African family, I need to know a bit of Portuguese.
Gosh, you can be a world president with those languages.
I don't know, like my level in each of these languages is different, yeah, but I do my best to like improve.
Yeah, but you can fit in
Have,
lots of societies.
Have you been to the language center at the Najah National University in the open day yesterday?
Yesterday, to be honest, no. Me and my friends that we are studying together in here, we visited our friend and we had like a first class of Quran. Yeah.
Oh, really?
Quran
How
reading,
challenging was
yeah.
that for you?
Yeah, to be honest, the first class was not challenging. Our teacher, she had to
Did you memorize anything from the Quran at this moment?
I would like to finish what I started before. So we were basically taught how to pronounce correctly Arabic letters in Quran, because I think usually you have alphabet lesson during your first lesson of Arabic at all, and then you actually don't realize you mispronounce it sometimes. So yes, that's what we had.
And going back to our very challenging question, did you memorize anything from the Quran? Like it's very challenging for me personally. Like any
لا
line.
حول ولا قوة بالله إلا
لا حول ولا قوة إلا بالله.
Yeah, this is a religious expression.
Yeah.
That's
It's
not
a religious
in
expression.
Okay, it's
the
not.
religious
But that's very
in
impressive
Quran,
and
yes.
still.
Yes. So you've been here for how long?
6 weeks.
6 weeks, and you've been doing what in like activities, in volunteering, or just staying with your friends studying Arabic?
No, so apart from like we found a flat, we're living with me and my 3 friends. We live in near university. So we've been visiting a lot of places actually. We've already visited Quds, we visited Halil,
Khalil.
Bethlehem. Yeah, and we also visited skate park. As a leisure time in Asra.
Asira. Yes, that's where I'm from.
Oh, nice. And what else? Yeah, and we also contact our language partners, because we have language partners that An-Najah students that should speak with us in order to make us improve our language. That's what we've been doing. But the thing that I'm gonna remember for sure is Bethlehem, Quds, and Halil. Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you,
thank
Olivia.
you.
And I can say it. My conclusion is she's a citizen of the world, no doubt about that.
Yeah, she will be one day.
So for more information, visit nn.ps or NBC Journal on Facebook for the latest updates. Stay tuned.